and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's us again. One half of the We Talk Combat crew. I go by the name of Grande, Negro, Americano. I got my guy, Heavy Developmental, Mr. Green, with me. We are the best, brightest, and blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. We appreciate you guys rocking with your boys today for another one. Just a short little show. If you didn't know, this morning on ESPN, Joe Tessitore came out and talked about the match card for WWE WrestleMania, night 1 and night 2. So they officially dropped the nights and which matches will be on ESPN free as well for the first hour. And we just thought we'd come in here and discuss a little bit of that with you and maybe talk about a little bit of Raw as well while we're at it, since it just happened last night. But what up, bro? Mr. Green, how are you today, bro? How are you this morning?
I'm fine. Once again, we watch this issue. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. We're going to keep you posted.
Absolutely. So, all right, Joe. Please subscribe, like the video, comment if you need to. We feel free to interact and talk to us about this. We're here to discuss this. Like BA said, we watch this so that you don't have to. But let's get right into it, man. I guess we classify this one as wrestling tea. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Night 1. WrestleMania. The card has been set. So for the first hour on ESPN2, we're going to have the unsanctioned match between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. Also, the six-man tag team match that was made last night with LA Knight and the Usos versus I Show Speed in the Vision. First and foremost, before I continue going on, Mr. Green, what do you think about that being a part of the first hour?
Well, first, you got Drew and Jacob, so that's going to be the ooze, and so you're going to get a lot of shocking moments. Two heavyweights, like in every sense of the word, going back and forth. So, that's going to give the wrestling do got the big guys fighting each other. You're going to get that crowd, especially off of what Pat McAfee said last Friday, right?
Yep.
So you got that, and then the other side is Logan Paul. We already know about Logan Paul. More importantly, his following. And then you got I Show Speed. Like I said, his following. So you're going to have just their fans alone, which is crazy, in the millions. Probably kind of tuning in some kind of way, especially to see some of their product. And it's, technically on a freer side. So I'll say that's two good matches to start off. I like those two to give them out for free.
I agree. I think I feel like on night 1 they got it right. The celebrity is what you want to do. That's one of the weakest matches of the night. The celebrity match, no disrespect. We know what it's for. It's to have I Show Speed run around, make faces and all that stuff, and let his people see the match as well. And then, like you said, only thing about, we'll get into it when we get to night 2. It seemed like they're putting all the stipulations and all that stuff on for free, which is fine. I'm not mad. I'm gonna watch it either way, but it's like, damn, we paid for the app for you to show all the stipulation matches for free, but we'll get to that as well. The rest of the card, the women's tag team, WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, that's crazy. They got Lash and whatever. I'll get to that later on. Which is the Irresistible Forces defending against Charlexa, Lavra, and Bailey, and the Bellas. You had AJ Lee defending her Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins battling Gunther. Stephanie Verkeer defending her women's championship against, hopefully, Liv Morgan if she's out of concussion protocol. And then the main event will be for night 1. They chose Cody Rhodes defending his championship versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee. So what's your overall opinion on the overall selection of night 1, BA?
It shows itself in night 2. So I'm gonna leave that for night 2, the glaring obvious thing. But when it comes to what they have for night 1, it's interesting to say the least. You got your titles on the line and everything like that, and then you have your one-off match when it comes to Gunther and Seth. So the titles are being represented. That's a plus. You got certain things that's drawing heat that didn't necessarily have heat like it did, i.e. Stephanie and Liv, especially what just happened on Raw when definitely the head button that happened. So people who tuning in you're getting views just for that alone, just to see if Liv can come back and actually perform after being definitely concussed with that situation. And and the main event is the main event. You know what it is when it comes to Cody and Randy, and then you have Pat right there showing his face. Is this all the celebrities? It's a lot of celebrities they knocking out on night one.
It's only 3 celebrities at Mania. People act like Jelly Roll don't get a match. That's why I said the other day, right. Jelly Roll not wrestling.
There we go. So, well, they seem to be all on night one. So just get them out the way, I guess. But yeah, Cody and Randy, they're gonna have room to do what they need to do. They might need to kind of bring everything home. Some of these other matches could be possible duds. I'm looking at Becky and AJ. That could be a dud. That tag match. We love Lash. It got nothing to do against Lash, but this interaction between these 4 teams hasn't been the best when it comes to fluency. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit jagged and stuff like that. So, that could be a possible dud as well. So you got some possible duds. So Randy and Cody gonna have to bring this home. And they got to throw everything against the wind to see what happens. So we'll see if they go that route. We'll see what type of extras. This is WrestleMania. So who's gonna come out that we didn't necessarily see coming? Who's gonna do what? And that's gonna be like, how does this match end? This match has the more surprise ending than the night 2's main event. So it's like, who's gonna do what? That's what I'm looking for.
I feel like both the main events are surprising, but I'll get to night 2 when I get to night 2. With night 1, so I said it like on the last show, I think. This card is dumb. Like the actual card is dumb. It's one of the best like just wrestling show cards ever. If you just go off of the names wrestling each other, it's stupid. This to me, night 1 seems like this is a little lackluster. Like let me see if I put it together right. They didn't evenly distribute these matches. I feel like they made night 1 the weaker night this time. Like they did it on purpose, if that makes sense, to keep you to watch night 2. Do you agree with that, or you don't feel that way?
Well,
like they put together, like we'll see why. Like when we get to night 2,
it gets confirmed when we put up night 2. It'll confirm that.
It starts feeling like this is like more of like this is like this card right here is a SummerSlam card. You feel me? Like this is incredible. But then night 2, when you see that, you're like, damn, this is WrestleMania. Like, wow, we got that all here. So this is awesome.
While I'm looking at this real quick, because it's piggybacking off of your point. When it comes to cards, you do expect some type of youthful talent to be showcased. There is no youthful talent showcased. I mean, if you maybe Stephanie Valkyrie, that might be it.
I mean, when it comes to this is Lash. She's 27
and Lash, and she's a part of the tag, so it's like it's a part of 8 other women in a sense. So there's no really true showcase of young talent on night 1, and I think that's a problem. And actually,
I wanted to get your opinion on that and kind of, but I guess we can talk about it now because we about to segue. I'll segue to night 1. I mean night 2 now. So this is night 2. I'll talk about it. Let me give the whole matches first. We'll talk about night 1 and all that stuff because I got a question I want to ask you. But for night 2, y'all, so we have on the first hour at ESPN, Brock and Obafemi is going to be the opening match of night 2. Now, I'm going to give my opinion on that when we get to the end of the night because I want to give everything together. But I always say, first and foremost, before I do give my opinion, it's best to be, the best places on the show, on WrestleMania to be, is the last match or the first match. They're the 2 matches you go for. If you can't get the last match, you want to get the first match. So that's cool for that, but I'll talk about it more. But on ESPN, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, the first match. Then you have the 6-man ladder match between with Penta defending his championship against JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Rusev, Rey Mysterio now, and Javon Evans. Shout out to the young OG. Then during the main show, we have the Demon returning. Finn Balor gets a night 2 after being Finn Balor against Dominic Mysterio. Jade Cargill defends her WWE Championship against Rhea Ripley. Sami Zayn defends his United States Championship against Trick Williams, and CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for night 2 as far as the main event. Now, this is the question I had to ask you, BA. We talk about, like, the rumors and all that were going around about Triple H really wanting black guys and all that stuff and wanting a new talent. And they talk about that. Night 2 is your night, right? Night 2 is WrestleMania, right? Like, night 1 is just an extra night to give people a spot, correct? That's what most people think. Night 2 is your WrestleMania, correct? All these people on night 2 show that the future is bright. This is about what the future about to be. That's what I feel like when I see this. This is black excellence and the future right here. This is incredible. This is, bro, this I gotta watch this night. This is incredible. This is the greatest WrestleMania card I've ever seen in my life. How about I say that to you? How about I say that to you first? Because of the black representation.
Right. So for people that denies the notion of what you just said, not the last one about night 2 being like the night. Can you tell people who won the Royal Rumble last year?
Last year it was Cody, right?
No. I'm sorry. When it came to Cody and Cena, that was the prominent match versus the other one, right? Because it's yes. Cena and it's and it's what you call it. So like Roman that had to be night 2
because of Cena,
right? Right. So now you got one, not only the Royal Rumble winner, but you got like Roman, Punk. That's right there. Names alone, even more so than Cody and
they're the 2 biggest names in the company. They might be
the two biggest names right now.
They might be.
It's
even
night
with Love
2.
and Randy and all that stuff. They might be the 2 biggest, most popular.
Right. So that solidified it, and then it gave CM Punk his night 2 because he never. Once again, why does he care about night 2? Because when he had his chance to main event, it was night 1.
This is the true main event. He's finally getting his true main event.
He finally getting his true main event. So that the wrestler tells you. The wrestlers tells you what's the most important night. But I mean, when you look at the card, bro, like, yo, it's a shade. It's just a whole shade darker than night 1. It's like it's a whole shade darker than night 1, man.
Screw seeing this. Awesome. Like I say, screw seeing this and just screw this seeing this at WrestleMania. When the last time you seen a card this black ever?
Ever.
For a night
ever
in wrestling and PLE.
So
when?
We have to this is the first, and this will be the first of many.
Yeah.
Because 4 is going to stay around the championship picture of some kind of way. Jade is always going to be around the title. Right? And if not Jade, then we're going to sub in Bianca. So it's going to be some type of representation around that title.
Naomi going to come back to you, bro.
Or Naomi, correct. Trick is always going to be around the title now. Period.
Yep.
Like it's now. Oba, this is probably one of his rare one-off title matches.
This is a title match, my nigga. This is a title match.
Yes.
You feel me? This is a title. This is one off of not having a title match in a main Mania and all. But this is basically his title match. This is basically winning a promise ring.
Correct. And then you have Javon, which he's going for the IC title. Javon will always be around a title, either IC or tag or whatever the case may be. They're always these are championship guys right here, and girls. So the future is going to be as black as you want it to be. It's just if other people are willing to represent it and understand that. Hell, I'm not tagging, I'm not throwing him along, but if you think about it, Roman is a person of color.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio is a person of color. Yeah. Every card has a person of color highlighting it. Like that's to be said. With us leading the way. Yeah. That's incredible.
And this is probably the last time we don't main event.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to give them the main titles. Yep.
Yeah, this is probably the last time we don't main event.
So
this is incredible. Like I said, as far as just coming from a black man, a black person, just in general, this is unbelievable. This night 2 is like, wow, like, thank you, Triple H. Like, I'm not even. This damn near erase a lot of stuff. It's a moment. I feel like seeing this right here. Like, this is a moment. This is crazy. So handle it. But last point, obviously, how you feel about the opening match, man? Oba and Brock been opening the night 2.
So I was looking at the first hour. I wonder if both matches are going to be done within the hour. That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
So
So it's gonna be a
on
short match.
on night one, I believe you're going to have it's going to be more 30-30, maybe 25-35 in that range if it's within that hour, and they have to get it done within the hour. Night two, definitely not. It's gonna be like 10 minutes and 20 minutes, like 50 minutes. It's gonna be completely different when it comes to the first match and when it ends versus how long you need for all these six individuals to showcase their talents in a ladder match setting and the false finishes and all that other stuff to go through it. That's gonna be like a strong 40 minutes at least. So
Yes. Brock and them gonna be a squash.
it's gonna be
Brock
a
and Over
short
gonna be a
match.
squash.
But at the end of the day, it's like I said, if night one was about heavyweights and when I try to start selling that, this is the pinnacle of that. Right. So if you're a fan and then for that first hour you was like, yo, I like Drew. I like Jacob. These some big boys going at it. When you see night two, you're gonna be like, oh, I know what I was like in the night one, but this is crazy, right? So it's gonna be a whole different vibe. And it's going to attract the person that's not really watching wrestling.
Yes,
If
the
somebody
casual just
that
sports fan to
might
see a
just
big
have
dude.
this app and let's say they had the app for other reasons, whatever the case may be, ESPN, that's a lot of different sports. So like almost all sports are on that app. So with that being said, you're gonna get some casuals watching just because it's free and just because it's probably all over the app. Like, oh, I check it out. Why not? It's only an hour. It's free. Why not? Let's see what's going on. And Oba and Brock will attract the average person with no hesitation.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what they did it for.
Casual, like if a guy watching football and stuff like that don't watch WWE, you see two big ass dudes. You feel me wrestling all like, oh, that might be. And plus, it's not even just on the app. That's gonna be on TV.
Correct, on regular TV. There you go.
Like
yep, that's on regular ESPN.
Yep. But do you feel like for the now? Yes. So I feel like they're building it up for the casual fan with that match. Do you feel like it could be a letdown though for the hardcore fan though? Because everybody wanted this to be a main event type match. It's looking like it's going to be a squash.
That's an interesting question. I feel like sometimes wherever you at, you can steal the show. You just got to do it. And let's think. Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and Io, they stole the show. They had the best match of the night.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that was just last year. So it doesn't matter where you. I think they opened. They opened, if I'm not mistaken. So you can have the best match of the night. You just gotta have the best match of the night.
Yes, that's not really. Let me change it. Yes, you can have the best match
because I don't think it's gonna be a squash. I don't think it's gonna be a squash.
What I'm saying, if they give it only like 10 minutes, though, you're gonna get some suplexes and you can get some of the over moves to come back and then a finish. That's what 10 minutes. You only can do so much if you're in the ring. So if they build in the squash where they're gonna just let Oba squash him, which is fine. It just builds Oba as a squash. You just squash Brock. But I'm saying it ain't gonna no match usually steals a show with 10 minutes.
So I'm thinking more like a boxing thing, right? So if you got like, man, it's only went 2 rounds. Like it was 3 rounds. That was it. It was over in the 3rd round. But those 3 rounds was like crazy. Hitman Hearns and Marvin Hagler. Like that was like 3 rounds or whatever. And it was like one of the best matches of all time. It's like if it's haymakers on both sides, and then somebody just get a last flurry to finish their moveset, you're gonna be like you're gonna be in a situation. Here we go. You're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna be like, I did not look away whatsoever. I never looked away.
So yes. So I think either way the match is gonna be memorable. You feel me like that? We're gonna remember them. Even remember when Goldberg squashed Brock the 2nd time when he came back and they had the match? That match was cool. It was memorable. You feel me? Like it happened. It was a moment, but it wasn't like the match of the night. You don't think of it like, oh my God, that stole the show and all. You think about it like, oh, it made a moment. Does that make sense?
I think that makes perfect sense. I think that's where some of the wrestling backgrounds actually matter. Goldberg can't wrestle. There's no shot.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like impact move, like impact strike, impact strike, impact strike. Okay, he got a spear. Boom. Okay. This is going to be like they're going to have some quick movements of volleying with wrestling moves. Like somebody might escape out of a German suplex.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say
they gotta do like flips and all that shit. You feel me? Like they gotta be monsters. They gotta like do reversals and shit.
Yeah, and I think they can get it done. I think with the help of each other. This is not a one-off thing. This is not one person kind of doing like if they can like I'm gonna assist you in doing something that you don't normally do, then yes, I think it can get done. It takes both of them, and they need to talk. Backstage, they need to go through all those things and go through the little mini rehearsals and stuff. You could then probably rehearse this whole entire match because it's so short. You know what I'm saying? And it don't look rehearsed. We have seen some matches where it's like y'all went through this whole entire thing.
They both, even though they take two big dudes, both of them so fucking strong, they should be able to protect the hell out of each other with ease. They two of the guys where you feel me, where you can catch a Braun Strowman jumping out the rope and shit. So it's really about selling for each other. That's what they both need to take care of each other. That's what make this match look awesome.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we gotta see what I want them to, they gotta expand. They should do a match where you're not seeing that sometimes. Even with like an AJ Styles would expand his arsenal for one match and do some crazy shit between each other because they the two dudes. I want to see Brock and Oba expand. Brock, don't just give me German suplexes for this match.
So you gotta think like this, like to that point, you're not going to be unless a Braun Strowman. At first, Oba can wrestle better than Braun Strowman, but unless someone like a Braun Strowman or someone of that nature comes and actually comes back to wrestling, you're not going to have that ability to do that with anybody else because none of these people are strong enough to do it with.
Facts.
Like this is it. Like this is Gunther cannot do some of the things that the power that it takes.
He big dude.
Nah,
he's not.
You know what I mean?
Like tall dude and all that stuff, which gets natural bigger. He's a big dude based off of that. But as far as muscle, hell no. Bro.
Yeah, he ain't got it.
Nah.
So this is it. You know what I mean? So when you going through that process of, all right, what we gonna do here? Okay, when we have this spot here, what we gonna do? Like you have to keep in your mind, like there's nobody else I can do certain things with. So it has to be now. Has to be.
Damn, bro. I was wondering. I agree. First, but I was wondering how they were going to split the big three. They put them all on night 2, bro.
Yeah, so that goes with the future thing, right? That we was talking about. Like every layer, except for the championship match, has future written all over it in some kind of way. That these wrestlers are around 30, like average of 30 instead of average of 45 or whatever the case may be. This is the future. This is the future of all cards. It's right here.
I think Trick gonna be the semi-main event, and that's that. With that, I think he's gonna win.
Morning.
Good morning, buddy.
What is just so I'm a bit unclear. What is the semi? Like what place is the semi?
The match before the main event.
The match before the main event. Okay, I assumed.
Because I'm looking at night 1, the way they got the card set up. No, that women's tag team right there. It will be the other way, the one on the left. I don't think Dom and Finn would be it. They might give it to the ladies though. They might just give it.
I think they might give it to the ladies. That's what I was looking. I was like, I think Rhea
Ripley, bro. But if Rhea don't win though, if Rhea not winning, does he definitely gotta give it to the ladies?
I think he still gives it to them.
Okay.
Because it's still Rhea.
It is still Rhea.
And she's the 7-time, this is a 7-time representing WrestleMania.
You're right. It will be Rhea. It's gonna be Rhea.
But that's a nice little dull point for the main event because we're gonna need every type of extra energy that we're gonna have for that main event.
No, I told you that's the most that match is the match I'm worried the most about the ending for. That's the one I ride. That's the one that Rhea wins. I ride it.
Oh, you talking about that? Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Understood.
not wrestling, bro. If Trick lose, Trick will win it next PLA. You feel me? Like, I understand it. If Sami Zayn go full heel, if he's not going full heel, I don't understand it. But he gotta go full heel. That's the only way I understand it. Brock and Oba, if it's gonna be a squash though, I don't want Brock to squash Oba though. That'd be dumb.
Well, I'll say this: we can't come out of this situation 0-4. There's no way we can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. That Oba one being short gotta be that might be a riot one too if it's a short match. Oba gotta win that if it's short. And then, like I said, the Jade one, the one I'm really, really worried. I'm like, yo, do not let her lose. Is Jade Cargill, bro. If Jade loses that match, I really think she's gonna be buried. I really, really do.
I disagree with that. I don't think that you can bury someone of Jade's stature. However, I mean, yes, you can always can, but I don't think that they're going to go that route. But it's like, if I'm really curious about what they're doing with Io. Like, and I say that to say she just said something about, all right, hopefully I see you there at WrestleMania because Asuka said something about it. They don't even have a match, so I don't know what's happening with them two. But they're talking. They're talking on social media that way. I'm like, yo, if there's any time to pull a EO turn, it gotta be WrestleMania, bro. It has to be now. And then let she can go back with the Kabuki Warriors and let her lead that faction. I have no issues with that. It's just like, what are we doing it for? What was all this for if it's not a twist at the very end that we just don't see coming? Yeah. And either way, Jay gets the victory. With that being said, Rhea doesn't win all her WrestleMania. She's not like a WrestleMania. She's not Hogan, even though Hogan lost at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't win every time. She has L's. So
she just main events.
Yeah, she just main events. So I don't mind this being an L. I just hope that is done right. And for both parties, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a squash match because they need to wrestle a few times. You feel me? Like this is if Rhea's the pinnacle of WrestleMania right now, right here, right now, and Jade is one of them ones. Then yeah, they gotta have multiple. They gotta do this a few times.
That's why Jade can't lose right now.
That's why she can't lose.
Jade can't lose the first one. Think about it, bro. If Jade loses this match, right, between Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley, she would have been and wrestled them about what 5-6 times, right? And she only won one, and that's because somebody was injured and all that stuff. You bury Jade, man. Let Jade get a victory
I see what you're saying on
Rhea
that.
after the way she won over Tiffany. Let her beat Rhea first, so it's like established that she can beat Rhea.
Yes,
now, you can establish that Rhea can beat her as well. But it's established that she can beat Rhea.
It's like the Drew McIntyre thing without all the losses. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, because it's the same burial thought process. Like if Drew didn't beat Cody when he beat him, it's like, yo, what the hell is he even here for?
Yeah,
like it
Drew
gets to that point.
Nobody. You need to get Drew away from the title then, because Drew can't win.
And it's the same thing for Jay. At this point, if she loses, she loses all the aura, all the mystique, everything that you just spent in the last couple months building up, because it kind of, remember, like the switch came out of nowhere. She just started dominating, which she should have been doing, but they flipped it. Well, then it'd have been off or not especially if she gets buried. So let's squash, as I say. So let's say that she wins. This is not a prediction show. Y'all tune in for Sunday for the prediction show, but she got to win. That's just how I feel. She got to win.
So she has to win, because if she loses, it's
too negative.
Yeah, and if you didn't build up her championship run with matches like this, that's the thing about it. Like, so she hasn't been wrestling anybody. So if it's like, damn, she hasn't wrestled anybody since Tiffany, and she beat Tiffany because she squashed her because she was hurt. Then she hasn't wrestled anybody. Now she wrestling somebody and she loses.
It's like they never learned from them. It's like you didn't learn from your mistakes. And the reason why I say you didn't learn from your mistakes, because although she wasn't as dominant, you did the same thing with Io. You did the exact same thing with EO. EO didn't have a match in like a long ass time.
Yeah.
And then I think Naomi got the victory in that situation. So it's like you squashed your title reign. It was trash.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real quick. I'm highlighting in like the worst color of all.
I
Like
see
this,
we'll get to you in a second. Go ahead, BA. Finish your point.
Baylor, the Demon and Mysterio. I don't know how they failed at hyping this match up when they had a longer feud, and I feel like Stephanie and Liv's feud is more passionate than what I'm seeing out of the other two members of the Judgment Day. And this was supposed to be long-term booking for the longest time. This match has like very to little no hype whatsoever.
So a couple things. I don't think the Demon was supposed to show up. Finn Balor talked about it, said, I really want to make it to a special moment. I don't think the Demon was supposed to show up. I think it's going to be Finn Balor. It probably was going to be more than one match. You feel me? As far as the situation and continuing something going on or like that. I think they forced him to be the Demon because of the situation. Like the ticket sales and all that stuff. They pushing heavy to get like, oh, well, Finn Balor come back as a Demon. People might watch because of that. But also, I asked Travis this yesterday. And I was like, Travis, how you feel about Dirty Dom? About a year ago, I'd have been like, man, I see Dirty Dom being a world champion in the future. But now, not so much. And I asked Travis about that, and he was like, yeah, I still feel the same and all that stuff still. And I was like, well, if he go and he loses to Finn Balor, after Finn Balor has been losing and been known as Pin Balor for like forever, and now Finn is about to beat him at WrestleMania, you still feel like Dirty Dom is world championship material, BA?
Okay, so the first part of that, between here as a main roster and AAA, I don't think they realized the toll that was going to take on Dom himself, because he's been injured a few times.
Yeah,
and like not just once, he's been injured a few times. So that right there should probably that might take a little bit off of it, or maybe he could be possibly doing too much. That's one thing. Second thing is they just did not build on his hype. Like when he won last year, it was a moment. Like I ain't saying it was the biggest moment, but it was a moment for Dom. Like, oh damn, like okay, all right, he's gonna be one of the younger ones, because that's all we want. We want to see the youth start to take over. So when he had that, you see his title reign. His title reign was absolutely god awful. But then you throw in that Cena's part involved in it. They destroyed his title reign. They do a terrible job at title reigns. Even if it's short-lived, long-lived, it don't matter. They do a terrible job. So when you went through this whole entire year and realized he barely fought anybody for the IC title, he lost the IC title twice, and now it's like, he's not the same. He got to build that momentum right back up, and it's messed up because he shouldn't even been in a situation where it died down like that.
Like he can cheat and win a world title, like if they let him cheat and win it. But he I mean, as far as looking believable as a world champion, you feel me? Like Gunther can cheat and win a match, but Gunther could also win a match. Do you see Dom being able to win matches with the world championship?
If he was still on that trajectory as he was last year, then I'll say yes, because he had it. Okay, I'll say this. Let the Judgment Day get somebody of muscle, of stature. I can see him winning with no problem. He will always be one of those guys that wins it through some other way other than I had a one-on-one match and I beat you flat out.
One-time off thing though, because eventually when you got the muscle around you, the muscle usually break off because they're the ones being the muscle. So usually that's for one reign. You feel what I'm saying? But then that's what I'm saying. He's gonna get a cheating reign. He can get it. I'm giving you a cheating one-time reign. But they were talking about Dirty Dom being like the multiple-time champion dude and all that stuff.
It honestly would depend on how hot his movement was going to be. He was going to have to be one of those movement guys to match with the cheating part. Let's just say we always got to compare people that's your comp, right? and I go straight to, let's say, Eddie Guerrero. If Eddie didn't necessarily pass away, I think Eddie would have had a couple of title reigns.
Yeah, Eddie was about to win. I know he was literally about to win.
So I get, like I said, but we all was there. He had a serious movement, like that Latino Heat thing was like, that was real. So that helps when it comes to that situation.
And he one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time.
And one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. And he kind of had the muscle behind it too. So it's a couple things that Dom probably needs to do. He probably got to get a little bit bigger, pause, when it comes to the muscle side for himself, to be a little bit more. I mean, his father bigger than him. You know, you gotta be at least bigger than your dad. You know what I mean? Like no one's looking at Cowboy Bob Orton and they're looking at Randy and saying, "Oh, there's a difference here." No, even when Randy was slimmer, he was like, "Yo, he could beat his dad up," in a sense, right? So it's like he got to get a little bit bigger, and then he has to get that vibe, that essay, that whole Latino swag thing. He got to get it. He lost it. It's gone. And if Finn beats him, like you're saying, then it's homeboy. You might be like 5 years away because you got to build that up. You got to build that back up.
You think, like I said, not prediction show. Won't go that far, but you really having strong feelings that Dom gonna beat Finn Balor?
Hey man,
with the demon returning and all.
They say the demon for a reason. I don't think Finn signs up to bring the demon out to lose.
He was mad that he lost to Roman Reigns with that dumb stuff. That's why he kept it away.
Yeah, man. Let's just say if he does take this L, the future is bleak. So I would also disagree with Trav. Like it's definitely not the same. He doesn't have the same wave of energy and momentum that he had, and this is just a year ago. It's gone. He might be strictly AAA bound at that point.
Damn.
All right, that might be a little too far. That might be a little too far.
Damn, bro, you was going that far, but. Yeah,
but
bro.
he might can build it from there back up again and try to swing it back over past to the main roster. But it's hard to do.
Do Punk and Reigns put on a banger?
I was about to say the F word. No. No. Man. I will say this. I see Punk. I see he juicing a little bit. I see you, Punk. You was on the Ripper side. I was like, yo, you took a little bumps. I feel you. You know, it's Mania week. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build yourself up for Mania. But I don't see it. I mean, if you look at anybody's top 10, anybody's top 20, is any CM Punk matches on there? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like you be like, yo,
Punk. I mean, not there. He got a bunch of great matches, but none of them like those. You feel like one of those, the greatest of all time. Like he don't have a greatest at a PLE match.
Yeah, and it could be a reason for that. I don't know, but no, I don't see it being a banger. I see it being entertaining. You know, and he can miss you with that pipe bomb. We'll talk about it on Sunday. That pipe bomb was just absolutely lackluster, to say the least. And the hype around it is I guess is great for WrestleMania. But me personally,
you see the level. You see the level of WWE at. You see the level of WWE at where something like that becomes, oh my God, it's a pipe bomb.
Yeah. that wasn't whenever he did that first one. It wasn't that. But yeah, so I mean, like I say, like he's doing all he can to be like the old Punk. Like I said, he's looking a little bit better, pause when it comes to just the overall look of a wrestler. He had one of his best promos that he can probably deliver, at least within the last couple of years. So like Punk is hitting on all cylinders. Roman looks like Roman. It's nothing that Roman does. Like, okay, yeah, Roman's Roman. And Roman's going to do what he can. But it's just like the two of them together. It's just I just don't. They're going to have to show me. That's where I'm at. They're going to have to show me that they can perform together very well.
I just looking at them power bombs and all that stuff. I'm like, Yikes. You feel me? Like that looks in the what's his name when he did the Superman punch and Punk went in the right position and all that. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
it's those small mistakes because y'all don't work together.
Yeah, Roman like cinema. That's the way he worked, like a movie. That's how you can tell you want to go into movies. He like cinema. So Punk, you gotta be in the right spot and all. If you don't, it look like you cut. You got to redo that one. You feel me? Like, so I don't know, man. Are we gonna get shenanigans? Because usually the end of Roman Reigns matches, you get shenanigans. I'll leave on this one. Are we gonna get any shenanigans? Are we getting any people interrupting? Is it just gonna be the Usos? Or we can get a new person, a new bloodline member finally, or something like that? Like, are they really just gonna wrestle and try to go one-on-one and tell that story?
Well, that's not the Triple H way. So that's first and foremost, right? Like we don't have start a match, end match. That's it. Those I don't know when he does that. So with that being said, it's not gonna be no mass man or nothing like that. But it's gonna be. I think both parties are gonna bring out somebody, maybe a new Samoan, some kind of way. But I wouldn't be surprised if Punk brings out somebody. I don't know who. I have no evidence of nobody. But you know what I'm saying? I don't have Punk like, all right, I went through one Samoan, I went through two Samoans, I got the victory. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I think Punk has something up his sleeve in which he will then show come Sunday. But
that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. Maybe
Punk. It gotta be a surprise that we not thinking about with Punk. Because I don't think no other bloodline member going to show up. Look, nobody big enough to be unless it was Zillified too, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't.
He was in Houston. I'll say that.
But he should be in NXT if anyway. He got people calling him out.
Yeah, he's not. You're right. He's not main roster. He's not main roster ready yet.
Not there yet. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's gonna be a surprise. Maybe with Punk. Maybe Punk bring out Royce Keys.
I wouldn't mind. You know, you already know how I feel. I feel like Royce Keys should be mellow, but
shit, I'm just saying, bro. Maybe Punk.
I wouldn't be surprised. As a matter of fact, it'll be a nice surprise. I'll say that. It'll be a nice surprise if it is Royce Keys.
I'd be happy with that. That's all I can think of right now. Maybe Royce Keys comes out and help out Punk, and he win the match doing like that way. And that way, then you can get Oba involved. You feel me with that, and still have a way with Punk to possibly get a dub somehow.
Yeah, no, I mean everything, like all that's on the table. I just think that I think your viewpoint is on the right direction. I think everyone thinks that the person that's not going to bring somebody out or that's not going to have a surprise is Punk. So all the more reason to bring somebody out. You know why not?
Because I'm thinking them going one-on-one. Woo!
It's trash.
In the night is probably going to be a complete dud. That's probably going
because you got first and foremost, we got to come down pause from the first match.
Yeah.
Right. But then that ladder match is going to be entertaining enough ways though.
Should keep some energy. You feel me? Like we're going to be, let's go. What's next? We off of ESPN. Let's get on the app and let's see how the show going to be. It's night 2. Like,
so maybe Dom.
You're going to get the Demon.
Demon come out right after that, but it's the return of the Demon.
So you still engaged. He's going to do his little interest and all that stuff, and they're going to have a match.
Then Judgment Day, JD going to stay around and all that. So it's going to have spots. Then you got Trick, right? Trick is Trick.
We already know Trick. We waiting for that interest alone. And if you win the US title,
the intro alone,
Trick. That's what I'm saying.
The intro alone, right? And hopefully we might get an appearance from Melo, right? That's fingers crossed. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, so where's the energy? Like it gotta dissipate at some point. And like I said, it's a bad spot for that women's match. But then you know, at least that intro for Rhea is gonna keep them somewhat engaged, right? Yeah. And if it's not a long match, then they should be okay. Just okay enough.
I think they. So here's my thing. I think they're gonna have a good match. I think Rhea and Jay gonna have a good match.
I'm not even saying they're gonna have a bad match. That wasn't.
Styles, I think gonna fit each other good enough. They're gonna have a good match. Like Rhea versus Raquel Rodriguez and all that stuff. Rhea looks good against people like that. I think they're gonna have a good match.
Right. I think they're gonna have a good match too. But the energy it's gonna have to drop. It's gotta drop.
I mean, it's still night 2. It might get to Roman and Punk as it should.
And if it gets to that point.
And make it a great night.
It's gonna drop with them. It's gonna drop. After that initial CM Punk and Roman Reigns after that initial part, it got energy. It gotta drop somewhere. It gotta drop. It can't stay at that all time high throughout the entire joint. So after that initial joint, people just gonna be like, they're gonna go to sleep to the ending. That's it.
Damn. We'll see, man. Like I said, they gotta have some shenanigans. Oh yeah.
Is that no D? I'm assuming all championship matches are no DQ now. Like that's just,
I guess at
that's
WrestleMania
2026 WWE, right?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Right? Like,
You're not gonna DQ nobody, so it's no DQ. But hold up.
That helps. That helps.
Equal is it acquisition? I'm guessing acquisition says they should put Cody versus Randy on the 19th. I guess night 2, because Ted DiBiase Jr. is supposed to be in Las Vegas. Yeah, I don't think Ted DiBiase Jr. is gonna show up. They were playing with each other doing that WWE stuff, and then Ted DiBiase saw the people doing it as well, or saw that they were doing that, so he played on it as well, so he can get people to come to his view and to get money at his showing and all. I don't think Triple H will bring that dude back.
I say that if he was in shape, I'll be like, yeah.
If he looked like at least Ted DiBiase, he don't even look like
from no court cases. He like he ain't in shape at all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think. Nah, he ain't worth enough. As far as them, why they gonna pay that guy?
Especially if they didn't lead to any legacy. They barely talked about it, which is probably the number one gripe when it comes to Cody and Randy fans, is the fact that y'all had this whole thing and y'all barely mentioned it.
Decades.
What the hell was that?
Of backstory, and said nothing.
Said nothing.
2 weeks away now. We got 2 SmackDowns now.
Which everyone is not on this card is going to be on that SmackDown show, by the way.
Story. The battle now is Pat McAfee versus Cody Rhodes. It's no longer even Randy. That's why I said I think the story is about Cody Rhodes. It got to be.
Yeah, they if dropping the ball, look, maybe it's something that we see that we don't see in the surrounding corner. It's always that possible. Just like in a championship fight, it's always that one punch. But they are literally down to that one punch type of bailout because you completely fumbled everything else.
And he also says WrestleMania 42 tickets sales aren't the problem. They have WWE World, the Cody Rhodes bus tour sold out with $10,000 per person. WrestleMania Elite Experience Killing Tony stand-up show also. Yeah. So I don't think the issue are the ticket sales. I think the issue is the product.
Yeah,
I think
when it comes
product,
to the money,
if you have great product, you can
people want to pay.
Price anything for great products. People going to want to see it.
And that's what we were just talking about when it comes to the fact that you had one of your marquee matches and you barely. I mean, Punk and Roman did more history talk with someone that really don't have that. I mean, yes, there's history there, but it's not like it's not heavy.
They didn't really, like they made it fit. You feel me?
They made it a thing. You got two guys that legitimately have history and did not make it a thing. What we doing?
The Punk and Roman beef really is when Punk left and said that, they were pushing Roman and had him doing extra stuff and all. They weren't really. It is what it is. But yes.
Where the hell is Brandy? I was expecting to see, especially when Stephanie slapped him. I said, okay, Brandy going to throw up and all this other stuff. Randy should be, stalking her. Some kind they really could have went multiple different ways.
This ain't Randy Orton, bro. This ain't. I'm a Randy Orton fan. You feel me? This is my dude, Randy Orton.
That's a fact.
03. So I'm telling you, this ain't Randy Orton. This ain't Randy Orton. That's what I'm telling folks. Like, nah, bro. This is not him.
This is not
his story. That's what I think the story is Cody Rhodes overcoming Randy Orton to become something else. This is not Randy. That's not, you can't make Randy. Randy's a legend now. It's like saying Ric Flair gonna get booed. Ric Flair came back how many times and would just keep doing dirty stuff? When did they boo him? They don't.
Yeah, either way, they dropped it.
Yeah, they did though. They should have made it more. They should have just turned Cody heel, bro. That's why I say Triple H gotta this blame go on Triple H, bro. Like, I know everybody want to find ways to blame everybody else. Other people do get blamed. But the blame go on the guy that shows that he's the face of the company and want to be all this and want his face known for this and that and that. So why then we find somebody else to throw the blame at? It's him. This product is trash. He's deciding that not to turn Cody heel and all that stuff. He does that stuff. That's him. He makes the final calls on these shows. That's him. He decided Melo wasn't on WrestleMania. That's him.
That's him.
That's him.
Made him lose twice back to back.
After being because and then not giving him. We sat here and yelled that, bro, that this U.S. Open Challenge shit was bull. It ain't gonna build nothing for his character.
For weeks.
Then you just gonna make him lose 2 times. It don't even feel like what did Melo gain? What level did he just reach after losing to Sammy 2 times? Because Sammy made it look like, well, at any time I could have just went back and won a championship. Because that's basically what he did. When he said you don't got a Mania match, he said, well, fuck, I'll go beat Melo.
That's exactly what he did.
He said, oh, I don't have a match. I know what I'll do.
And this is the whole thing that we're talking about, like when it comes to direction and things like that. Like, and we're just going to take Sammy for an example. Sammy was doing this whole. Sammy had a championship. He got destroyed by Drew. Okay, what did he do? And which is what I tell everybody to do. If you're in a championship picture, never take yourself out of it. So he started to talk to Cody and say, Cody, you did this, and Cody, he was doing the crybaby angle and stuff like that, but still associating himself with a champion, which is fine. Yes. But then it's like, okay, well, I don't have anything. All right, well, let me just go ahead and get this dude real quick. Let me go ahead and get Melo out of here. What the hell? Why are we swerving change like this?
He basically just told you that I'm on a different level. That's what I'm saying. Sammy basically established that he is the jobber main eventer, like I always say. So he basically said, Melo, at least I'm on this level. You not here. I can just go anytime and take that title back.
And that's why I say Melo got to go rogue. He got to turn. He got to turn. Because this will never work for you, bro. It won't.
This didn't make us believe that Melo can beat anybody other than them dudes he was beating. Them 2-3 dudes.
And they was like low card jobbers. Like like
that's what I'm saying. Only one that's really dragging over, and I still don't think he's gonna be nobody. I'm sorry. Based off his stature and all that stuff, I don't think that fits. As that type of guy.
Apparently they feel the same way too.
So that is what it is. I don't think Brock Lesnar felt that way either. You feel me about Ilya? He was like, so I'm just saying. And that's all Melo can beat now. He's still stuck in that Andrade level.
So with Andrade, clearly he shows you either keep this up, and then you're going to be on the same level, and then you're going to see these other dudes from NXT, whichever. It ain't nobody now, but whenever they get their new crop of decent talent, they're going to jump you, bro. They're going to jump right over. They're going to jump right past you. So then you're going to be sitting there looking like, what the hell's going on? So you're going to have to get up out of there.
Well, let me ask you this. Right now, right? If Tony D'Angelo made the jump to WWE and got put on SmackDown, you think he could beat Melo?
My first thought was yes, with no hesitation.
Taking a thought, then we already know. You only got to answer the question. You feel me? Because I already know. Even if you don't believe he can beat Melo, there's a belief that he possibly can beat Melo.
Yeah.
That's the level. That's what I'm saying. There's a belief that he's a possibly. If your percentage isn't 100% Melo,
okay. Let's talk about a little bit more realistic. Joe Hendry makes that jump. Joe Hendry beats Melo.
Yes, he beats Melo. Joe Hendry would beat Melo.
I'm a Joe Hendry fan through and through. But when Joe Hendry and Trick was going back and forth, I was 100% with Trick. You feel me? Like these two they're 2 different levels. So yes. I'm like, all right, yeah, Trick is better than Joe. And I had no problem with saying that. But when it comes to Melo, I'm like, yo,
in the WWE, Melo ain't better than Joe, but Melo should be.
He should be. Yes,
as a higher commodity than Joe Hendry. Yes.
And I was like, look, I looked at Joe on the joint. I was like, yo, Joe he getting in shape a little bit. That little blubber started, is shrinking a little bit. I said he might be ready. And I was like, well, if he goes,
man, Melo don't look like he's 5'11", bro. Melo look like he should.
And he's thin, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm not trying to tell nobody to take no bumps or nothing like that. But god damn it, you gotta take a little something, and let it go. Don't get addicted to it.
Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, bro.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yo, you gotta get a little bit bigger, yo.
His body like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit dudes and all that. If he want to be that guy up there.
And that's all. It's not. I hate that I gotta say that, but it just, you look like a kid, bro. When I saw him next to Sammy, and Sammy is one of the most out of shape wrestlers of all time. You were still smaller than Sammy.
Yeah, he came out there that little half cut shirt on and all that stuff, like he was a little kid. Like, damn, bro.
That's a problem.
He got
please, Bello.
His arm shouldn't be able to come to his side, bro. He gotta get his body like that. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta get a little stocky with it. Yeah,
you gotta make yourself
like,
wider.
Yo, you 30 now, bro. On that range, bro. Like, it's time. It's time. You gotta eat a little bit more.
Wider.
Matter of fact, just get hurt. I'm not telling you to get hurt.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah, get hurt.
Yeah, yo, you gotta leave for a little bit, bro.
You're Andrade and all that stuff. Like what's the other guy that he Pac or whatever now? What's his name used to be?
Swerve?
Damn, what's his name? The guy that's Pac and he's Pac or something. I think his name is in AEW. Travis.
I don't know.
What's the guy that got his ankle broken with Chris Jericho or whatever? Oh my God, bro. The old high flying guy. Oh, I can't think of his name. Travis in the comments, bro. It's making me mad. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it right now. I think his name Pac. What is it? What he used to go by? What did he used to go by in the WWE? Neville. Remember Neville in WWE? Adrian Neville.
Yeah, Neville was stocky for a little dude, man.
Neville big as hell now. It's Pac in AEW.
Yes, he grew since WWE. Yes,
he was already a stocky dude, like an in shape stocky dude in WWE, but now he like monstrous. He got injured and all and came back and was like, and now he like, damn, bro, look at you. You feel me? Like that's what I think you're saying. If you get injured, go shield, build the weight up and all that stuff. Come back as like a dumb Chad Gable.
That's 100%. That's 100% what I'm talking about. Like, yo, you have to take time out. And like, all right, well, however long, if you got 4 months, okay, talk to your dietitian or whatever like that. Hey, yo, homeboy, steak and eggs every night. Like, you know,
every meal, 5 times a day.
Every meal. Facts. Kalani, hook your boy up. Yo, talk.
Yep. I need steak, baby. I need
that's
more
your husband. Hook your boy up. He need 3 meals a day with steak and eggs and a whole bunch of other stuff, yo. That's just with steak. I'm talking about give him some fat chicken or whatever like that. You feel me? Give him some ham hocks or whatever he got to do, yo. He got to do it because he's not going to succeed without the help of somebody else. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that was cool in NXT. That's cool. But you see what Trick did? Trick gained like 40 pounds, like 20 pounds of muscle. Like, it was cool when y'all was next to each other.
He gained at least 10 pounds each year he was in NXT, bro. Like, Trick was over there and got with Lash, and Lash said, we need to build you up. Said, all right, baby girl, please feed me. And she said, I got you. I'll feed you.
So, I mean, and like I said, and it's all love and support. We just, it's a certain type. And you are on the thinner side of all your comparisons. You on the thinner side of it.
Even Javon may be lighter right now, but he a taller dude. So whenever he decide to bulk up,
it's easy.
You already see he gonna be a bigger dude.
He gonna have to fight. He gonna have to fight against it.
He the one that got to change the finishing move. He has to check if he gonna be a smaller guy, right? And that's why I say his character doesn't make sense right now. If he's going to be a smaller guy that's competing with the giants,
the big dogs,
you can't have a move where a dude got to put his neck down and you get on the top rope. And I know they trying to change it to the first 48 kind of being his finishing move. They be switching it where it's like, all right, let's make this the code breaker, make it his finishing move. But I think that's you already missed the journey with that one. Like, you should have did it at first and you didn't. He has to find a new finishing move. I can catch you, There you go, big guy. You down. Got you. And you out.
Yeah. And like, when we brought this up on the show probably months ago now, I was like, yo, that's what it was. He flirted with the super kick in one match. Like not the you play the game, not the super like the sidekick. No, he was doing the sweet chin music. He started to do that, and then something happened. I'm like, yo, that's it. Sean will give you his blessing to use that version of that move, not just the super kick. Everybody does that, but the sweet chin music, only Nick Namath that I know of does it. I'm like, yeah, it's time. You got to do that because you can't do anything else. That cold breaker, everybody do the cold breaker down there now.
That's what I'm saying. So you missed the mark on that. When that cold breaker don't mean nothing. You feel me? Everybody do a cold breaker. So it's like, that can't be it. He needs something. That sweet chin music would have worked, but he got to get something, man. He got to get something. That what is it? What is it? Not first 48. What's the move? Number net. That number net, bro. That shit be looking dumb. Especially when dudes sitting there with like, waiting. Like, yo, bro,
it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And you gotta rely on so many things to make it work and stuff like that. It's just I don't know who's controlling these guys. I don't know, because we're not going to necessarily big up, but at the same time we are wrestling fans. When you look at Ilya Dragunov, yo, that shit ain't working, bro. Yo, it would never work.
Shit. I knew
it would never work.
When they said that was his finishing move, I'm like, yo, Travis, I don't care how this dude, a small dude, this move, the H bomb. Could you imagine him trying to beat Obafemi with that a move and then the H bomb, bro?
He can catch it. He can catch the goddamn. He can catch it. He can literally have his hands open and catch the goddamn move. Like, it's not going to work, bro. Like, you don't see him and you don't see a Chris Benoit. You don't see that comparison. They do the same thing.
Yeah,
they do the chops. They do the chops and all.
Yes.
He should do a submission. Like, why is it this difficult to try to like it shouldn't be this difficult?
Yo, this dude is. I'm about to get off this show, man. I know we're going over an hour. Travis said it is working. On who? On who, Travis?
Hold up. Where's his WrestleMania match at?
Where has it worked?
It's not working. And then we're saying the same thing about Melo. It's not working. Now you got Shafted.
I don't like Kamataga move either though. Like that cutthroat shit where somebody down and all that stuff with their knees. I don't like that. I don't think that.
Yeah, like a double chop.
When you gotta rely on some, when it looks like you gotta rely on somebody else, I don't like the moves. You should be able to catch somebody with your move. Those are moves.
Trick shot, you perfect. RKO, perfect. These are moves that can come out of nowhere, and these are dudes at 6'4", 6'5" doing
music. Perfect. Even if I'm not doing the setup, if you turn around, I got you. You feel what I'm saying?
You know, Stephanie Vaccar's neck shot that she did on Liv just now. Like that's gonna be her new move.
It should be. It should be from behind. Bam, got you. Perfect. But no, real talk. That's what Lash does. Lash move is that fucking punch. That should be like, damn, caught our ass. That's a move like Impact. You feel me? Like
that's why I was like, yo, they might. With this. I love the fact that Lash has that because it's creative, it's new. That side, her move, whatever it is, the last extension. Yes. Like that's a great move. But sweetheart, I love you. You need to go ahead on and dial up Tess, dig off those ashes underneath the ground, and use the big boot because your impact moves are so impactful.
Yes,
that you got to change it.
When they get to that point, impact moves is what you should have. You don't do those long setup moves. I don't like the riptide. All that putting your arm in between your leg and shit, pump handle slam. I'm like, this shit phony. Nobody thought the pump handle slam was awesome. Fucking Road Dogg was doing them. That's the move. That's the default move. The pump handle slam used to be the default move.
And that's why I loved we on this topic, and we about to wrap it up, Paul. But at the end of the day, Jada Parker, thank you, God. Thank you for just not only having a hypnotic, but you got the deja vu when you pick them up and just drop the ass. That is quick moves, and it's a power move. Get them out of the way, get the 1, 2, 3, go on about your business.
Yes,
perfect.
By the time you get your 1, 2, 3, we should still be registering the move. That's what a move does. That's a finishing move. Oh my God, he got caught. Feel what I'm saying? Like that's a finisher. It works. So even a pop-up powerbomb, Kevin Owens had to stop it because it didn't really work. He wasn't strong naturally. So
yeah, that was only a matter of time.
You
it
feel
was
me?
good in your
Sometimes
20s and early 30s, bro.
Instead, you feel me? Oba though, Oba does a pop-up powerbomb, then motherfucking shows his strength and does a fucking last ride. Then brings you down like a Batista bomb with that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's just showcasing I got you. See, he can do it because he's a big man. Pause. Big guys can do moves where you hold on to them and do stuff because I'm strong.
It's natural. It ain't going nowhere no time soon.
That's
I mean, shit. Undertaker was doing the last
moves,
ride,
bro. We need to change finishing moves. Like this is 50s. Crazy.
Yeah, Undertaker was doing the last ride in his early 50s.
R-Truth doing the AA now and all that shit exclusively. Come on, man.
Man, we need to go ahead and talk to Developmental, man. That's what we need to do, man. We need to go ahead and talk to.
We need to really get you the job over there. But Travis, appreciate you, man, being in the comments. Appreciate everybody that was in the comments, bro. I appreciate you doing it for me. I know it went over an hour. Like, you know, we can talk just shit forever, bro.
Oh yeah, we could have. This was light.
Yeah, that's what I said. This light work. We could have kept going. Pause, but definitely, y'all check us out. Other shows. Now, if you don't already know, we do watch-alongs. I ain't gonna do a whole bunch of ads and all that stuff, but I'll show you the watch-alongs. Weekly watch-alongs, Raw Mondays, NXT Tuesdays. We just had Raw yesterday. We'll have NXT tonight. Tomorrow we'll have Evolve and AEW Dynamite. Actually, we start showing. Sorry, I didn't want to show that one. Wrong one. AEW Dynamite as well on Wednesdays. Thursdays we have TNA Impact. Friday SmackDown. We show PLEs every Saturday or Sunday, and then we also do AAA on Saturday as well. So check us out every night, basically. If you want to be a member, come over here, talk some mumbo jumbo and all that. Appreciate you guys. Again, for Happy Developmental, Mr. Green, I am Muy Grande, Negro Americano. We miss you. Travito, we'll see you back when you're on the show. Also, Queen, we'll see y'all as well. Thank y'all, everybody that joined the show. This is the best, brightest, and blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. Y'all know how we do this, and we'll see y'all next time. We out. Peace.